Hi guys and welcome to the guide. Throughout history, there are people that really make you question how they made it to old age and senior citizenship. Take this man for instance, Miyamoto Musashi, a man who lived through the real-life Mortal Kombat in feudal Japan and made the modern-day UFC fighter look like a complete and total bitch. By the age of 30, he had won over 60 life or death duels that if he had lost, his reward would have been a sword to the face. He was self-taught. He did have some formal training. His dad did teach him a little bit whenever he was a kid. But for the most part, he kind of taught himself everything he knew about fighting with a katana. He practiced a unique two-sword technique that was revolutionary for its time, and even modern-day sword masters say it doesn't work, but somehow he got it to work for himself, so there you go. He did things that weren't technically supposed to work. And at the age of 13, he killed his first man. Yeah, that's the type of BAMF we're dealing with today. His early years are a bit of a gray area. Nobody knows 100% what happened, and nobody knows 100% exactly when he lived. The accepted date is he was born in 1584 and died on June 13th, 1645. There's like a 5-year discrepancy in there where they're not 100% sure exactly when he lived. So, like all awesome people in history, that they're not exactly sure when they actually lived. I don't know why it is with people like that, but they're like they don't 100% know badasses in history. Alright, his father was a samurai, and he's the one that taught Musashi some of the basic, sword fighting techniques that he did know. But him and his father didn't get along 100%. The reasons are unknown. But at the age of 7, he was sent to live with his monk uncle Doran at the Shorin Temple. I'm sure I butchered that name. I apologize. While he was there, he learned Buddhism and basic reading and writing skills. So he, by the day's standards, was actually pretty well educated. He was not a stupid person at all. And yeah, at the age of 13, he killed his first man. And was still somehow allowed to stay at the temple after that, which I don't understand that at all. But yeah, from what my understanding is it was a Ronin just wandering around looking for a fight. So he stuck a notice in the ground saying, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody to fight." And Musashi at the age of 13 was like, "Hey, I'll do it." And like, imagine being that guy who had to fight a 13-year-old boy. Like, there's no winning in that situation. If you lose, you die, and if you win, you're remembered as that dude that killed the kid. Like, that's a horrible way, no matter what. So, at the age of 15, he left the temple, searching for adventure as a Ronin himself and ways to legally kill other people in duels. He did that for about a year, and then in the year 1600, whenever he was 16 years old, he got involved in his first war. He fought on the Toyotomi clan side against the Takagawa clan. I think I got that right. I'm American. I can barely speak my own language. Don't expect me to be speaking anybody else's. But he was involved in 6 total battles, including the Battle of Sakagawara, which was a decisive battle which pretty much sealed the fate of the Toyotomi clan, which was the side he was fighting on. So he was lucky to get out of that war alive and with his skin on. So he got out of there alive and in relatively good health, apparently. He laid low after that for a while, because obviously if the Takagawa clan found out you fought for the other side, they'd probably kill you on the spot. So he laid low for a while until he was like about 20 or 21 when he showed up at Kyoto, modern day Tokyo, looking for another fight, because this guy just loved to fight for some reason. Musashi ended up picking a fight with the premier school in Kyoto, the Yoshioka school. His father had actually fought some duels against the same school back in the day, so I'm sure there was some bad blood in there, and he might have just been making a point by challenging that particular school. He probably was, actually. The first headmaster that he challenged of that school was a guy named Sirjiro, and the first duel was a non-lethal duel, and Musashi ended up breaking the guy's arm with just a wooden sword. So Sirjiro ended up stepping down, and then his brother Denishiro, which I'm going to call Dennis from now on, stepped up to take his place and immediately challenged Musashi to regain the family's honor to a lethal duel. Musashi showed up late because he loved mind games and defeated Dennis with a wooden sword. Like he doesn't even show up with a real sword to a fight that he could get killed in. Like, that's the type of dude he is. He's just like, oh, I'll just go grab this stick real fast. That'll be my weapon. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Like, that's the type of guy that we're dealing with here. But yeah, he ended up killing Dennis with a wooden sword. So after that, the head of the family got put on a 12-year-old named Machiro, and I'm gonna call him Matt. And of course, another duel was arranged immediately to regain the family's honor. Like, seeing a pattern here. And this time, whenever Musashi got to the duel, he got jumped. Like, straight up, they weren't gonna take any chances with him. The third time's the charm, you know. And somehow he survived, and he still somehow killed Matt. But at least he brought swords this time. He used his famous dual-wielding katana magic and fought his way through the mob, somehow surviving. I told you at the beginning of this, it's amazing how this dude survived to be an old man, because somehow he survived to be an old man. And that's not even his most epic fight. That's like not even the fight he's most remembered for. That's just like a teaser. That's just like a warm-up. But unfortunately, I don't got time in this video to keep going on this, so I might make a part 2, or I might just leave it as a cliffhanger and make you go look it up for yourself. It just amazes me that people like him have existed in the past. And he's not the only one either. There's other people like him that existed and lived in the past. Alright, thanks for watching.